Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, before we hop into the video, I just want to ask y'all to please follow my socials, man, so y'all can be updated on all the content we drop, so y'all won't miss a goddamn thing for sure. Because if you're watching this right now, that means you're meant to be here. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you can be here for the come up on God, bro. And be sure to check out my music on all platforms. But with all that being said, please enjoy the video.
Yeah, fashions. Yeah, fashion. Fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Yeah, fashion.
What is going on to my fellow Gator fans all around the world? Welcome back to another episode of the Fat Florida Fan Podcast, and I am your host, Fat Dreads. Before we hop in today's topics, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Music, and even Apple Podcasts, all at Fat Dreads with a Z. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to Shonda's Edible Delights Popcorn. They have the best gourmet popcorn in the world. Go check it out. So with all that being said, please enjoy this episode of the Fat Florida Fan Podcast. Oh my gosh, bro, and here we are once again, not happy as a Florida Gator fan, bro. We're back on the podcast with another fucking L, bro. I just can't believe this, y'all. We're losing week after week after week after week after fucking week, man. I don't count that Sanford win. Who cares about the Sanford win? It's a FCSW. That doesn't matter. We have lost every game that matters in SEC play. We have lost them all. The only teams we have beat in the SEC is Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Let that sink in real quick. The only teams the Florida Gators have beat this year in the SEC is Tennessee and Vanderbilt. That's disgusting. And Tennessee fans, I just feel bad for y'all because even when we're horrible, y'all still can't beat us. So y'all are just really down bad tremendously. So y'all can just, get away. But damn, the Florida Gators are back with another L. And this time, y'all, oh my gosh, this one hurts to even say because this can't be serious, dog. And this time, it's to the Missouri Tigers, y'all. The Florida Gators have lost to the Missouri Tigers. And when I tell y'all, bro, like, watching this game, it felt like watching the Kentucky game all over again for some reason. I don't know, the way Dan Mullen goes about his way of trying to win the game makes you think that he's not actually trying to win the game, if that makes any type of sense. Because the week prior of this, you would think that scoring 70 points on Sanford, offense would have some type of momentum coming into the next week, but no. Literally, we had no momentum going into that game offensively. Defensively, after a shitty performance against Sanford, they played fairly well against Missouri. So I don't understand this damn team. They give up over 50 points to an FCS team, but when they come over to Missouri, they allow 24. The game, I don't know, this Florida team is not a definite team on either side of the ball. But exactly with the way this Florida team performed on Saturday, it literally gave Kentucky vibes all over again. It may not have been as many penalties on offense, but just the way the game was going and the way the coaching was, Florida went 5 for 18 on third downs. And that is completely unacceptable, bro. We did better on fourth downs compared to third downs. Even though we went 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions, 5 for 18 on third down conversions. So going into that Missouri game, they actually have Florida winning that game by like 2 touchdowns or maybe even 3. But no, guys, the final score was 23-24, and Missouri won in overtime because they went for 2 instead of going for the field goal, even though the Gators scored the first time in overtime. So literally, Missouri said, we're not finna have no games, no shootout with Florida. We're going to lose or we're going to win. That's the time we at, and we believe we can win. And what do you know? That they hike the ball, these little pressure coming back, the quarterback's backing up, and he throws a little floater sitting down in the end zone, touchdown, wide open. Dude was wide open. Quarterback was falling back. Quarterback was going backwards, falling back down. Threw a floater up. Dude's wide open. Touchdown. Game's over, 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Offense struggled the whole entire game, y'all. The whole entire game, and Dan Mullen didn't make any switches on the quarterback play. I just don't get it, bro. When you're struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling, why don't you make a play and make a move or something, dog? And it literally came back to bite him in the ass. Dan Mullen could have won that game. It was 1:32 on the clock, and he let the clock go down. You could have hit 2 passes and been in field goal range. 2 passes and you're in field goal range. But we run the ball. First of all, why are we running the ball? Why are we running the ball with 1:32 left in the game? Why are we running the ball on first down? The game's almost over. Let's go win the game. But we run the ball. I don't understand, dog. I don't get it. What are you running the ball for? We lose yardage. And at that point, Dan Mullen says, fuck it, let's go to overtime. Like, bro, what type of shit is that, dog? That's just bad coaching in all areas. And this is what I mean when I say he coaches like he doesn't want to win the game. It doesn't make sense sometimes, dog. And then basically run the ball again, and then basically it's overtime. It's overtime. Dan Mullen play for overtime. And when you play for overtime and not for the fucking win, you get bit in the fucking ass. You lose the game, and then you lose your job. Simply just like that. And I'm sorry for Dan Mullen, bro. I really do feel bad because we was literally in the SEC championship last year. Just a year ago, we was talking about his contract extension. And now he's gone. Just like that. It's crazy how college football is now, bro. Dan Mullen is 5-9 in his last 14 games. Losing to that Missouri game was the icing on the cake and we had to get rid of him. It's no ifs and buts about it, dog. I feel bad. But then again, he brung this situation upon himself. He brung Todd Grantham back. He didn't want to make the adjustments on the quarterback play. Literally all these things are just a building up situation that Dan Mullen created for himself, y'all. He chose to have his ego on his head. He chose to be best buddies with his coordinators. He didn't want to lay the pipe and get rid of him. So just all these things coming into play, it just all affects now, and we're finally seeing it, and now Dan Mullen is gone. We all thought Dan Mullen was that guy. I thought he was going to turn Florida up too. He did do some good things, but like, nothing great. Nothing great, y'all. People can have an argument saying he's overrated. You can literally argue out he's overrated. I'm not going to lie to y'all because I personally feel like that way just a little bit. I think he's a great guy, all these type of things. But the University of Florida never really appeared to be as good as they really could have been. 2 Heisman finalists on offense in 2020 and didn't make the playoffs because of how disgusting his defense was. Disgusting. Could have still made the playoffs. Marco Wilson throws a shoe. He throws a shoe on 3rd down. Simply as that. It seems like everything just got busted from then, right? So, I mean, Oklahoma game got straight destroyed. That was our teaser for the season. So now we see how the season is. And it's disgusting and it's nothing up to what we wanted it to be, y'all. So at this point, Dan Mullen's gone. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. So at this point, it's time to move forward and figure out who we're going to get next. I've heard a lot of talk about Bob Stoops. I personally don't think Bob Stoops coming out of retirement. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think he's good in life on where he wants to be. It would be amazing. It would be amazing for the Florida Gators to grab him. But I don't think it's going to happen. But if it do, just know we lit in this bitch. I ain't going to lie to y'all, man. I've heard a lot of talk about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin just got to Ole Miss. I don't think he's willing to leave just like that. It comes to the Florida Gators, a busted up program if that's what you want to call it for right now, from a coaching perspective maybe, or just, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to come to a program that's not living up to where it needs to be right now. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard that. I've also heard a lot of talk about Mark Stoops, the Kentucky Wildcats football coach right now. And I don't want Mark Stoops because I personally don't think Kentucky is that good. Kentucky may have beat us, but Kentucky was not good, and we should have won that game, even with all them goddamn penalties. We still had 8 tries on the goal line to still win the game. We just couldn't do it because we fucking suck, right? You know what I'm saying? So I do not want Mark Stoops. That's not the way I want to go. And now I've heard a lot of talk. About this young man named Billy Napier, man. Billy! But if you guys don't know who Billy Napier is, he is the football coach of the University of Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajun football team, y'all. Now, I don't really do too much coverage on Louisiana Raging Cajun. I don't know too much about them. But I do know Billy Napier as a head coach is 38-12. You know what I'm saying? Something light, a little dip and chip motherfucker now. But for this season specifically, them boys over there are actually 10-1 in the Sun Belt Conference. Now, like I said before in my other podcast, I probably mentioned about who we get at Florida or whatever. I said that if we go get a coach, we outside of the SEC, we have to get a good coach and actually spend some money. Billy Napier is making his name for himself over there, boy. 10-1. Hey, and he finally has the opportunity to come to the SEC. I'm pretty sure this is a coach's dream for like trying to build a name for themselves. Build a name for yourself at another program and get hit up by an SEC school. You don't know which one is want to be. And I mean, Florida is struggling right now. From the way the program is at right now, Florida is struggling. And there's no better opportunity is to come in and fix it. Dan Mullen had to come in behind Jim McElwain and fix the mess up. And now somebody else has to come up behind Dan Mullen and clean his mess up. So I do think this is a great opportunity for him. And I hope he has the best at Florida. You know what I'm saying? I hope he comes and he turns that bitch up and wins us a national championship. That's the goal, right? That's the huge goal. I don't know about the staff situation or who he wants to bring in or anything. Like I said, I don't know too much about Louisiana Lafayette football or who he's being around, things like that. But I did hear that the Florida Gators team, not the team, the football team, but the coaching staff or whatever, the recruiting team, actually flew out to Louisiana to go have a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Florida is dialed in on who we want to get yet. I do think we have our eyes locked in on him. But I don't think we're just locked in all the way. I think we're still speculating other areas and talking to other people still. But I do think Florida wants Billy Napier. And I think it's time to make it happen. So with all that being said, and Florida now firing Dan Mullen, moving into the Florida State game, both teams are 5-6 right now, and the winner will get a bowl game. Scott Strickland did come on in a press conference and did talk about the Dan Mullen firing, and he said Greg Knox will be the interim head coach of the Florida State game, which is hilarious, but I'm not going to get into that. Florida hasn't lost to Florida State since 2017 on the last year of Jim McElwain. Ever since then, Dan Mullen has cleaned up some things and has not lost to Florida State, but some other teams though, but hasn't lost to Florida State though. So we most definitely need to keep it up this way, y'all. This has not been a good season for us. I know Florida State's going to come into the game expecting to win because everybody expects to beat us now this season. But so we need to defend our home turf and put on a great showcase for our last game for our seniors and the people who are leaving to go to the NFL. So shout out to Trey Dean, Zachary Carter, Moon, Cox, all these people that have been here for so long. If they're leaving, man, I appreciate y'all for being a Gator, bro. Y'all have a great career on the rest of y'all lives, dog. I thank y'all. I know the season what y'all wanted. It wasn't what y'all wanted or what I wanted either. But I appreciate y'all for putting on that jersey and putting on for Gator Nation, man. But also with this upcoming matchup against Florida State, it has been rumors that Emory Jones has actually gotten hurt at practice, and it could be rumors of a torn ACL or maybe of a serious ankle injury. We're not too sure about that yet, but we do know he will not be playing in this Florida State game, and this starting role will be for Anthony Richardson. And with that being said, guys, you know it's time. We know Anthony Richardson is about to put on performance and show the world how he is going to be the best quarterback of NCAA football, y'all. So at the last game of the season, we may or may not get a bowl game, but either way, we have a new coach coming in, and Anthony Richardson is about to show the world why he is the number one. So with that being said, it's time for him to go have his time. And then when we get our next coach come in too, and he brings his staff in, they're going to know what to do with him, y'all. So with all this being said, man, Florida State versus the Gators at home. Go Gators. Hopefully we get the W. I don't even want to say a score. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to do anything. We need to get the W. No more Dan Mullen. We lost to Missouri. We're 5-6. Let's end the season out on a bang. Shout out to all the seniors, man. And go Gators. Let's go get this W, y'all.
Yeah. Fadgets.
Oh, and one more thing. I want to give a huge shout out to Tyree Appleby for the buzzer beater he hit against Ohio State. That game was amazing, and the Florida Gator basketball team is 5-0. So this is actually a great play for them, y'all. They're actually out there hooping from the perimeter. Defense is looking good. The offense is steady. They came back into that game, actually, and they came back and won that game with a buzzer beater and have won that tournament. So good shit to the Florida Gators basketball team, man. Keep going crazy and make up for this year's football team, man. Let's go all the way. Go Gators.